Hello, Asia. Hello, how's everybody doing? Well, what can I say? We are going out today and we're going to be following E7. Yes, this is the last previous skill. This is previous skill number 6. So, who have they got and when are they going out? Well, they're going out on the hour. So, in about 8 minutes from now, they're in Group 2 and they're called Team McDonald's and they are going out against S-Mon. They're going out on Fort Despair, followed by Black Goldville. So I'll tell you what, let's have a quick look at Fort Despair as a flyover. This is Fort Despair, one of the older maps on the tournament circuit. And if you're familiar with the Twister, you'll know that up there, somewhere, there's a grill. There it is, courtesy of Raid Messi in his grill. What can we expect on this map? Well, if there was a public game, you'll see everybody going to the C cap. Not quite the same here in tournaments. You will normally get them to drive something along the lines of maybe a Vickers, maybe even a Cranwagon up onto this ridge, try and get those spots, see if anything's moving across or into position over that side. And again, it's pretty much a mirror from the other side. Some clans like to send their heavies, sometimes their mediums, out wide along this area, so they can flank round and put cross shots in, and again it works from both sides. You will get to see super heavies in the form of Mouses and E100s. If so, well, from this spawn they will stick them on this area here and side scrape off this building, or if they've got two of them and feeling quite aggressive, they may push straight into the B cap. From the other side, they like to stick them around here, and again, if they've got two of them and feeling quite aggressive, they may push straight into that B cap. It's not uncommon to see them sending the likes of an E5 or something similar and stick them into these little pigeonholes here. That way they can get some good spots as the team moves across there, or as they even try and get into their pigeonholes. Plus, you can reset the C cap. If they are going for C cap, well, you normally get an IS4 dropping in, fast capping it and pulling back out and sitting in around this position until they've got some support, and then they may push through. Pretty much the same from the other side. It's a very symmetrical map, pretty much the same. 9 times out of 10, the big brawling area is the B cap, but it's not uncommon to see it between B and C. It's very rare to see it between A, however. Again, they have multiple strats for these maps, so we never know what they're really going to do until they line up their meta and get into those initial positions. Either way, it's always a good brawly map, Fort Despair, so we're going to be in for a great time. So now let's have a quick look at Black Goldville and see what we can expect there. This is Black Goldville, one of the longer standing tour maps. So what can we expect to see here? Well, we do get to see them sticking tanks down in this area, trying to get those early spots. Sometimes a Vickers, sometimes even a Cranwagon or even an IS4. Some clans do like to use from this spawn E5s, and they will keep them in reserve just here whilst their mediums try and go up in spot around that A cap. If there's nothing there, then the mediums will most likely jump in and take that cap. We also see clans, if they're being quite aggressive, sticking an IS4 probably behind this rock here just to put a bit of pressure on that B cap, but they've got to be careful, as we'll see from the other side, because some clans do put Cranwagons and stuff in that position just to reset. Clans do, however, stick Cranwagons or something similar around this area behind this rock just to put a bit of pressure onto that B cap. I have seen recently a lot of strats involving the C cap where they send their E5s. 9 times out of 10 they push straight in, get an E5 into that C cap and put the rest in this corner, but it is not uncommon to see them holding back the majority of their E5s to around here whilst one goes in there to flush the other team out. And if the other team then comes in to try and reset the cap, then they spur into action their other E5s just behind here. It's not uncommon, however, to see them around this area. From the other spawn, well, the C cap is pretty much the same, so we don't need to look at that again. As I said, it's not uncommon to see them sticking a Cranwagon or something similar here, or even as far back as here, just to reset that B cap. Again, they like sending tanks like a Vickers or something similar to this area just to get that overview, find out where tanks are going. Why? Well, you can see most things in a Vickers going throughout that C cap. You will certainly spot a Cranwagon if he's down there, and if you're lucky, you may see them rotating up through that additional position. Unlike the other spawn, there isn't a big sort of area to sit your E5, so what they generally do is sit them no further than this, waiting in reserve, whilst their mediums go up and generally cap A if they can. 9 times out of 10 that's how it works, but it's not uncommon to see clans taking a lot of things up to the A cap and then trying to flank round and push down. But that is not the norm, and it depends on what strat they're doing. Generally, what you will see in the brawl area will be somewhere between C and B, with a majority of the action taking place around the B cap. However, as I keep saying, multiple strats for these maps. Depends on the meta they take and depends on how they position their tanks to begin with. Either way, it's going to be a great game. So that's Black Goldville, guys. Those are the maps that we're looking at for this round. As you can see, the room is already open and we're already in it. We will have E7 going off on the north spawn and S-Mon on the south spawn. Excuse me. Don't know S-Mon, to be fair, so I need to familiarise myself with them. So we have Pancake on the table, Fish Stop on the table, Potato on the table, Vodka, no doubt, on the table, Hurricane, not on the table, just Hurricane. I have no idea how to say that. How on earth am I going to say that? X and Mary 6? I don't know. Hepimeri? I don't know. I think so, but it's not on the table. Anyway, over on the other side, we so far have Seven Ruler, Maddox Cum, X Gamma, Yori Tart, Nuggets in Fries, and Pink Puffins. Not a full team just as yet. Just over a minute to go. Oh, we got some more people turning up. Who's this? This is Omo. I don't think I want to say that name. I think I just want to say O, to be honest with you, if you don't mind. So we have Pancake on the table in an E5, Fish Stop on the table in a Crown Wagon, O in an IS4, Potato on the table in a Hori, Vodka on the table, no idea, in a Vickers, Hura in a T22, and Epimeri in an E5. Moving over to E7, we have Seven Ruler in a Crown Wagon, Maddox in an IS4, X Gamma in a Death Star, interesting selection there. Yuri Tart in a Crown Wagon, Alex in an IS4, Nuggies and Fries in a Batchat, and Pink Puffins in an IS7. There you go then. This is, as I said, preview skill number 6, the very last one. It's going to be an interesting one. I mean, I don't think E7 are in any danger here. I don't think there are many clans in any danger, apart from those at the very bottom. But we'll have to go and check once we've got through this round. We'll get to see who are the losers, who are the winners, who are the ones in despair. On for despair. Looking at the hit points, wow, they are favouring E7 at the moment, mainly because of that VK. That Maddox changed to an IS4. It's a lot of IS4s and there's an IS7 as well. So, is it an advantage? Yes, it is. It's quite a significant one, 1500. And that 183, wow, you never know what that's going to do. So let's get up high into the back of the map. And let's see where E7 are going. Well, it looks like they're going to go for the middle area of the map, the B cap. Nuggies and Fries rushing out there in his Batchat, getting to the position that we saw in the flyover. Vodka on the table doing pretty much the same thing, but the other side. And we have S-Mon pretty much, with the exception of O, who was in the IS4, pretty much going for this B strat. Well, my ping is going through the roof again. Thank you, ping. The T22 of Hurricane is over on the far side. He's going to come across Maddox and Alex very, very shortly. And he may have to pull out there. Already shots are going in down here in the middle of the area with Yori Tart trying to give Pancake a hard time along with Seven Ruler. Maddox and Alex will push down onto Hurricane, but they've got to be careful because there are two Crown Wagons sat there waiting for them. They don't know that yet. As you can see, E7 are being bled just a little bit here, but not as much as poor old Pancake on the table. O is trying to jump into that B cap. He's got there with M for 6. Fury? I don't know. And he's giving Pink Puffins a bit of a hard time here. Poor old Pink Puffins. What can you do? I haven't seen the Death Star. Oh, Pink Puffins goes down so already, but Hurricane has also gone down. I haven't seen the Death Star take anything yet. But then again, there he goes. X Gamma putting a massive one into Infirmary. So that hurt, but not as much as it could have hurt. Vodka on the table, Pancake on the table goes down. Vodka on the table now jumping into the B cap. 2 tanks down, Hurricane and Pancake on the table now. Nuggets and Fries trying to give some hassle to this poor old Vickers. And he is giving some, but one shot left. He'll be able to finish him off. There you go. So Hempher is in a world of pain now because your retard and 7 Ruler are going to be looking for him. Oh, he's going to push down onto 7 Ruler though. Probably take him out here, but not before Nuggets takes down. Oh no, X Gamma takes down Hempher. So pushing over here, we got the Ho-Ri, Potato on the table and Fish Top on the table. Well, Maddox is going to push down on the Ho-Ri. 7 Ruler's just gone down, but it's 2 against too many, and this one is going to go to E7. The IS4 is not going to last much longer over there. Oh, that's a big roll in by X Gamma in the Death Star, and poor old Fish Stop on the table is going to go down. Let's quickly get over to O in the IS4. Pink Puffin saying we almost lost. Doesn't really look that way, but maybe that's what they think. Ho thinks everybody's a hacker, so there we go. What can I say? Pretty standard and convincing stuff for E7, but I mean, look at the Death Star here of X Gamma flexing with 3.7k. We're going to swap those spawn points now. This time we're going to have E7 on the south spawn, S-Mon on the north spawn. Just waiting for them to ready up. I'd love to say hello to each and every one of you in the chat, but there obviously is a delay and it's pretty difficult. It's not easy to sort of engage with you as much as I would like to. But hey, you know, you get to enjoy the gameplay. What more do you want? Anyway, I hope my microphone's fine. Let me know if it isn't. Looking a bit harsh, but there we go. Anyway, we will have E7 rolled up first. We have Nat backwards coming in an E5. 7 Ruler in a mouse. Maddox in the IS4. X Gamma swapping that Death Star for the grill. Yuri Tart in a Crown Valley. Alex in a mouse. Nuggets and Fries in a Bat Chat. Moving over to S-Mon, we have Pancake, of course, on the table in a Crown Wagon. Fish Stop again on the table in a Crown Wagon. Ho in an IS4. Potato on the table in an E100. Vodka on the table and not in my stomach in a Vickers. Hurricane in a T22, and the name I cannot pronounce properly, I'm sorry. It's Epimeri, I don't know, Epimeri. I'm sorry, I'm probably absolutely trashing your name. I really apologise for that, but if you make it difficult for me to pronounce, I'm going to trash it. I'm sorry, guys. Just the way it works. He's in a mouse anyway. So there we go. Nuggets and Fries jumping into a Jaegeroo. Hey, don't try and pull these fast ones on me. So, Grill and the Jaegeroo. Oh, well, there we go. E7 still got that hit point advantage, maybe because there's just a load of mooses. I wonder if they're going to boost the grill. Always good for, always nice for a boost, I tell you. Nothing wrong with a good boost. Let's get up high and see. No, clearly no boosting going down today. That's a damn shame. Would have been nice to see the boost going on, but hey. So E7, well, they're looking to dominate the middle of the map. Simple fact of life. Let's rotate over and see what's going on with S-Mon. I'm not falling for the name trick, Cloudy. That's why I'm just calling him O. Yeah, I worked that one out, man. Anyway, so we've got S-Mon moving into the middle. S-Ruler putting 7 Ruler there, putting a good shot into Pancake on the table. And Potato on the table, also getting a bit of a smack. Maddox rotating in, trying to put a bit of pressure on them here in his IS4. The mouse of Alex is also pushed forward. O is trying to get round the back there in the IS4. I want to see what Nuggets and Fries and the grill of X Gamma are going to do at the moment. Here comes Nuggies. I'm just going to watch Nuggies at the moment. We know what's going on in the middle. They're all smacking each other. Oh, Nuggies puts one into O. O is looking worse for wear now. He's going to go down, bless him. Moving over to the middle again. Well, we've got Maddox nap backwards, putting pressure on. Poor Pancake on the table is about to fall off the table. And bless. There he goes. Out and about. Now we're going to move round. I didn't realise Vodka on the table tuned into a Sheridan, but there we go, he did. And he might get into a world of pain when he goes round the corner, especially with all those TDs. O has gone down as well. Now Fish Stop on the table. Well, he's pretty safe. Maddox is looking to smack him, but then again, he's looking not to smack him. Alex in the mouse here is trying to put some pressure onto the other mouse. I want to see what's going on with these TDs. They're being pushed by Huracan in the T22 and the Sheridan of Vodka. Come on, Nuggies, you can do it. No, he can't. I was wrong. X-Gamma, you can do it. No, I was wrong again. They're not doing well here, these two TDs, to be blessed them. I'm going to stay with the TDs. We know what's going on over there. They're whittling down the Cranwagons. The mouse taking down 7 Ruler there. But it's down here that we've got. I mean, Potato on the table's in an E100, and he's not going to last much longer. Oh, the grill goes down to Vodka on the table in the Sherry Dum. Now, yeah, X-Gamma, you should have stuck with the Death Star, my friend. You had much more fun in it. And here we go. So Potato falls off the table. He's out. He's back in the garage. It's still 2 against too many, but I was interested to see what these TDs were going to do. And despite the fact that Nuggies and Fries has just put a massive roll into that poor old T22, along with some others, they've not been able to pressure this poor old Sidewinder. But hey, here to get there. Privyet, как дела? Я плохо говорю по-русски, по-английски, пожалуйста. And Vodka on the table. Wow, valiant effort. However, it'd be all over. It'd be going to E7. LTTB is a great tank, Chris. It's a lovely tank. So there we have it. E7 rocking their way through to the next round. Lovely stuff, eh? So let's see what's going down on the scoreboard. So we already have ENT, BB, Dirt and ID into the quarterfinals. Most of those got a bye, so that's hardly surprising. Don't know. Going down, King, Feast, GV, HLV, Cats already through to the quarterfinals again. They got a bye, so it's hardly surprising. Let's have a look at E7, see who they're going up against. They're going out in about 20 odd minutes. They're going out against King, Alpenstadt and Vineyards. So I'll tell you what, let's have a quick look at Alpenstadt and Vineyards, shall we? This is Alpenstadt, one of the newer maps on the tour circuit. Now, if this is a pub game, you'll generally find that everybody goes that area where they're like around this put pressure cap. Necessary here in tournaments. You may find that they take a Vickers or a medium, put them around here, get those early spots. They could even go as far as this boulder field here, get those spots on the A cap. At the same time, they may send a super heavy like a mouse or something go up onto this ridge line just to put a bit of pressure on the B cap, while sending E5s and IS4s round this area, staying low in the dip with the IS4s going wide to put pressure onto that C cap. If they do go for an A cap, well, normally once they've got those spots or not, they will normally wait to see if anything's spotted and then jump in. Once they've jumped in, they will then try and push round or even rotate back to their spawn. It's pretty much the same from the other side, to be fair. It's a bit of a symmetrical map. Instead of the ramp, though, you generally get them put in their super heavies, mouse, etc. here. Or if they're being particularly aggressive, they may push them up here, trying to angle up that bottom plate. 9 times out of 10, the brawl area is around the town, around the B cap, but it's not uncommon to see it out by the A cap, in the river, so to speak. But it's not that common. Same with the C cap. Just want to point out, if they are feeling particularly aggressive on the start, they may send a Vickers up this ridge here. That way it gets to spot up almost everything going that way. It is uncommon though, and it's a risky strat because you really can get smacked. Either way, Alpenstadt is a great map for brawls, especially between around these areas, around the city area. So we're in for a good game regardless. So that's what Alpenstadt looks like. Let's have a quick overview of Vineyards. I should have it somewhere. I did all these this morning. I'm still missing a couple of maps, but this I didn't have time to do all Vineyards. One of my favourite maps, funnily enough. What can you see here, or be expected to see? Well, if this is a pub lane, everybody nowadays likes to go to the city, which is bizarre. What you get to see in tournaments is normally a fast cap here onto this area. Get that fast cap, whilst if they're being aggressive, they may send their E5s and things like that over this area, get behind this ridge here to put pressure on to that other cap. It is also not uncommon to send some form of light or even medium or even cran wagons up into this northern ruin area to put pressure on also. Once they've capped, you may see the likes of an IS-4 or something similar down in this dip here, right by this rock. That way they can put a bit of pressure on anything that goes towards that C cap and anything that is popping up around there. If they do go for the C cap, well, they generally don't go straight in. They generally go round the outside, try and get to these positions here, and then push in from there to remain unspotted as much as possible. From the other spawn, well, it's not an asymmetrical map, but it's close. Again, you will get those early caps coming in here where they jump in, get those caps. It's not uncommon to see them sending tanks up into this area, maybe to get a flank in or push round. If they're being particularly aggressive, they may send their E5s down into the dip here, onto the bridge and through to put pressure onto that cap. But they've got to be careful there because they can't go too far forward, especially if the other team is not fully done. Also, it's not uncommon to stick cran wagons and E5s onto this ridge line to put pressure on them and try and get those resets over there. With regard to IS-4 on the other side, well, it's not uncommon to stick a tank around here. There's no rock like there is on the other side, but it is nice and hauled down up to about this point, so you will bounce things off the turret. C-cap wise, well, it's pretty much the same. 9 times out of 10, the brawl area is around here, in between the caps and out in the open. If they go for a city strat, however, well, of course, you're going to see a brawl down there. But as I keep saying, they have multiple strats for these games and these maps. Either way, it's going to be a great battle, whatever they do. Okay, so that's the flyover of the maps. We've still got about 17 minutes, so let's get some replays on the go. Plus, I need a coffee. So, let's go for it.
Enemy armor is damaged. Enemy armor is
Oh, I'm back. Sorry about that. I had to go and get a coffee. I needed a coffee. So, I left my webcam on like a fool. Let me just turn the webcam off. Sorry about that. Needed a coffee. You know, coffee is needed. Definitely need coffee. Anyway, how is everybody doing on this fine day? Hopefully you're all doing well. What's happened here? Oh, he's dead. That's what's happened here. Oh, somebody sent me a big replay. I don't know what's going on. They told me this was a good replay. I have no idea what's going on. Okay. Okay, you send me a replay that, what was it? I mean, it's not an ace, is it? It's a defeat. So why do you send it to me, guys? I don't know what they are. I can only go on what you tell me in your mail. And when you tell me in your mail, you send me a big replay, you know, a classic replay. What was the actual message in the email? I'll tell you what the message was. It was, what do you want? What do you want, cat? My cat's now giving me a hard time. What do you want, Kit? What do you want? Hey, you don't need anything, mate. Anyway, let's have a look at Hunky Warden. He says it's a big gap damage game. So let's have a look. We'll soon find out. Oh, dearie me. Got a cat doing strange cat things.
Enemy is hit. Enemy vehicle knocked out.
Got a strange cat doing strange cat things. What are you after, cat?
The truck is damaged.
Got a cat demanding attention. Oh, he's stopped demanding attention. There we go.
We've hit them hard. We didn't even scratch them. Put straight through their armor.
So as I was saying earlier, I mean E7, I don't think they're in any danger of dropping out. I think the danger zone are ECG. I mean they're certainly in a bit of danger. But it all depends on the clans just below them in the middle echelon. That's Team ID, PGMT, and well, not really. It's yeah, well, they can do it. I mean, King, PM, PGMT, Dirt, and ID could in theory get into the top 8. However, to do that, they've got to make sure that the likes of, I mean, I think Cats may be a bit too far ahead of them. The Cats have really got to fall out now, and they've already got a buy, so the chances of that are, I mean, very slim. ECG, however, they're certainly not safe. They're around 24,200 cups, whereas the clan below them in 9th place ID are on 22,900. So we're only 1,300 behind. That is doable to get them into the top 8. But, well, nobody really knows. Yeah, I don't know why somebody sent me that replay, to be honest with you. It was a very strange replay. And obviously, you know, when I get the replays, I can only go on what people tell me. So, I don't know. So, I have no idea. But this is a regular replay. This is a normal replay. This is the sort of replays that we want to see, to be honest with you. Rain. I haven't seen any rain at all this year. None. Not any. None at all. Nada. Yeah, it's very, very disappointing rain-wise in the Middle East. Normally in around March, April, we have big thunderstorms and stuff. But not this year. Not even a teeny tiny thunderstorm. We had nothing. It was just horrid. Heat. Heat and more heat. Set to be a very, very hot summer, methinks. This poor old E4, I mean, if you can get the Vickers around him, you can give him a hard time because he can't get his turret all the way around, but he's got to be careful of the object as well. The object, not bothering, trying to turn, but too little, too late. Even in Kiwi Outlaw, what a great name. And what a great mastery that was. Oof. So I think we got, what, 6 minutes to go? Better check, because I always get the timings wrong, because I'm like that. Tehran, a coffee is necessary, absolutely. So, ignore my my kid playing his saxophone in the background. It's just the way it is. 32, yeah, so 6 minutes to go, so I can't show another replay, unfortunately. We just have to wait now for the room invite. Coffee, yeah. I'm just hoping now that the next round... oh, by the way, yeah, I better tell you, if E7 go out, I think that's it. That's it. I think it's. I've got E7, and then through the bracket to the final. No, I've got through the bracket to the final, so it doesn't matter who goes out. I'm still following the bracket. That's good news. It's always good news. What was I going to say? Oh, there's the invite. I was going to say something. Yeah, I hope then whoever gets through, whatever the semi-final is. It has a map that I've already done because there's a couple of maps I'm missing. I didn't have time to complete the map flyovers today, so could be disappointing, may not be, who knows. I'll jump into the room in about we've got in about a minute and a half. There's no point jumping into the room yet. All you're going to see is, you know, teams rocking in and rocking out and toying with their meta, so we'll see. Yeah, the Vickers does have an OP view range, to be perfectly honest and fair with you. It's a great little tank for that. I mean, looking at the way Asia's stacking up, it's pretty fair to say that the top 8, with the exception of maybe one, is pretty solidly secure now. I can't see the likes of HLV Feast, ENTRN or E7 or even GV faltering. They're too far ahead. Cats are on 25,200. As I said, ECG are the team that's most in danger. Let's jump into the room. Aha, there we go. So we will have King on the north spawn, E7 on the south spawn here on Alpenstadt. King, unfortunately, have changed all their names to make it incredibly difficult for me to talk about them. Like Milan Iosk, Chunston Virtual, I know those two, yeah. So, oof. So we got Milan Eosk in an E50M, interesting. Chunston Virtual in a 183. Enemy in a mouse. Hole Up in a Chieftain Mark 6. Perfection in a FE4005. Salmonella. It is Salmonella in a Sheridan and 2225. Is that a phone number? I don't know. In an E100. So, interesting meta selection there. Clearly, King not okay. King trying their hand. Moving over, we have Nap Backwards in a Batchat 7 Ruler in a Crown Wagon. Maddox in an E5. X Gamma in a Leo 1. Yori Tart in a Crown Wagon. Nugget in Fries in an E5. And Pink Puffins in an E100. Very interesting meta selection here from King. Yes. Okay. They're clearly having a little bit of fun. I mean, their position, if they're aiming for top 16, their position, I think, is pretty secure for top 16. They're in 12th place, 21,000 points. I don't think they're in danger of falling out of the top 16. I think they may realise it may be a little bit out of their reach to get into the top 8. But you never know. We've still got a minute to go here before we rock and roll out. Must admit, I mean, the PYSs this season have been interesting, to say the least. I mean, I don't think Asia's been as encumbranced as the other servers with this 100% win rate malarkey, which doesn't help. So I think Asia's been pretty much settled down. Oh, we've got less than a minute to go. I'd better stick the old ugly cam on. Hello, I'm back. Yeah, baby. You know, it makes sense. Let's see what's going to happen. Are they changing tanks? Of course they are. They're toying with us. They're now going in mouses. Either way. Mouses and E100s. Okay. With just a T22 and a Crown Wagon. Still interesting meta selection. In fact, I prefer the other meta. To be honest with you. Anyway. It's a lot of HP to get through. But I think the danger of capping out anything really quickly is going to be slim. Look at that. 4 mooses. Yes. Okay. Okay, is what they say. Okay. So let's get up high into the back of the map and watch these tanks slowly move in a direction, because they're not going to move fast, those mouses in an E100. So as we can see here, E7, well, yeah. King are going to take their sweet time on moving anywhere. Let's have a look at what E7 are doing. Well, X-Gamma and Nap Backwards, both in their lights and mediums, rushing past the A-cap, trying to get those spots. E5s, Nuggets and Fries and Maddox, well, they're going out there as well. Pink Puffin is just going to overlook the B-cap. And we've got the 2 Crown Wagons of Yori Tart and 7 Ruler just overlooking at the back. King, well, they're going for the C and the B-cap area, clearly. It's all going to be around the B-cap. Enemy Accurate has dropped into the B-cap, but he got reset by Maddox. And Milan Usk is trying to help out, but again, another reset by Maddox. Now comes Perfectionist in another mouse, so that's like 3 mouses, but he also gets a reset. Enemy Accurate, well, he's going down eventually. He's not lasting much longer. As you can see, they're just being farmed here on the B-cap. Absolutely farmed. Chunston Virtual is trying to push down onto Pink Puffins. That's the other mouse. But these mouses, they're just being farmed to oblivion. That's it. One's down already, Milan Usk. Enemy accurate has got to get out of there, but he's got X-Gamma right behind him, and down he goes to Nuggies in Fries. So that's 2 mouses down. Chunston Wircho, he's tussling it out here with Pink Puffins, but Nuggies is coming in. Pink Puffins say, just focus the mouse. I mean, you got no choice, have you? And there we go. But no, that's right, we did have Ram. And Perfectionist is going to go down as well. Leaving just the T22, the U100 and the Kranwagen. And the T22 goes down, leaving the Kranwagen and the E100, 225 and Salmonella. Leaving Salmonella in the E100. Convincing victory by E7. Bit too many heavy tanks, methinks. And it's all over. That was a quick game. E7 putting paid to the super heavy lineup. Swapping those spawn points now here on Alpenstadt. With King now on the south spawn, E7 on the north. Anyway. No, you're right, Ron. We did have a tiny little thunderstorm in the early morning session. That is correct. When I was doing the NA server, I completely forgot about that. Because my brain is fried from all these streams, if I'm being honest. If I'm being absolutely honest. Anyway, it looks like I'm not going to even say King are going to ready up. They readied up last time and then changed their mind at the last minute. E7 on the other hand, well, we've got Nat backwards in a Vickers, 7 ruler in a Kranvaden, Maddox come in an E5, X Gamma potentially, no, he's dropping into an E100, potentially. Yori Tart in a Kranwagen, Nuggies in Fries in an E5, Pink Puffins in an E100. Looking across the King, we have Milan Irsk in an E5, Chunston Wircho in a T57, Enemy Accurate in a Mouse, Hold Up in a T22, Perfectionist in an E5, Salmonella in a T57, and 2225 in a Kranwagen. Bit more traditional meta, to be fair, for King. We will see that how it works, if it works. Less than 10 seconds to go before we kick off in this quarter-final. Oof. Hit points, wow, going in favour of E7, oddly enough. Let's get up high into the back, as we normally do. Let's see where King are going this time. Oh, it looks like they're doing a B and an A strat. Let's move over and see what E7 are doing. Well, E7, Nat backwards there, and the Vickers making his way towards the A cap, trying to get those spots. Going to drop straight in. Yeah. He's got the E5s behind him and Maddox and Nuggets. Oh, look, packet loss. Massive ping. Huge FPS loss. Huge ping. Welcome to Asia. Oh, welcome to Wargaming servers at the moment. As they tinker around with things. So, A-Cap is already taken, and Perfectionist and Milan Usk do nothing about it. Yuri Tart, 7 Ruler, Maddox, all hanging around there. They've got Nuggies and Fries behind them. So, anyway, Accurate jumps into that B-Cap ear in the mouse. X-Gamma in the E100, just overwatching. We got Chunston, Wirchill, Salmonella in their 57 heavies just holding back. T22 and the Kranwagen also just holding back. After capping C. Enemy Accurate has got to get out of B. He's being farmed again. Now they're going to push down onto Perfectionist and to Milan Irsk. Looks like Milan Irsk is going to be... Oh, Maddox getting smacked. But the Vickers, they're going to put some shots into Milan. And he's not going to last, I don't think. I think even though he's dropped his... Oh, is that an ammo rack? You never know with an E5. Now Perfectionist, well, he's the next on the hit list. Nuggets and Fries coming around the rear. Hold up a minute, is trying to get into the rear of Nuggets and Fries though, but Maddox has got the bit between his teeth, pushing down on Perfectionist. In comes Yuri Tart. Nuggets and Fries will put one up the back end. Oh, there we go, it's all over. Poor old Salmonella asking for help. Enemy accurate. Pink Puffins is being whittled down there by Chunston Wirtchill. Chunston Wirtchill now, he's on his long reload. Pink Puffins is getting out of there. Oh, another 1900 into the Moose. Poor old Moosey of enemy accurate. He's looking worse for wear. Moving over. Nuggets and Fries. And Maddox is a one-shot. Hold up a minute is trying his best. I'm going to leave hold up a minute. Down goes the mouse. And that backwards. Down goes a 57 heavy. 2 against too many again. Oh, snap backwards, gets smacked by hold up a minute. Hold up a minute, still trying to give Maddox a hard time over there. Look at that, behind the building. Oh, and he does, he wins, he gets the win. Boo, boo, boo. 225, Crown Dragon now being pushed by 7 Ruler and X Gamma. What can hold up a minute do over in the back? Well, not much really. E7 have got this on points anyway. Even if 225, which he's not going to, he's going to go down. X Gamma's going to ram him or shoot him, and then goes down at the same time as the T22. And there you go, it all over. It all over it be. E7 progressing to today's semi-final at the expense of King. But it is PYS number 6. So do we have any upsets? Well, we don't know yet. What we do know is that E7 are through. ECG are through as well at the moment. E7 are through. They're going out on Oasis Palms and Middleburg. And Oasis Palms is one of the ones I did not do the flyover for. So I won't be watching a flyover. Sorry, guys. Just the way it goes. Anyway, let's see if we've got any more replays. I do. I have a replay. Here we go. Replay time. Drop my ugly mug out. Booyaka. And I'm going to drop my son's saxophone off for the moment.
Time to roll out. Punch straight through their armor. Penetration. We've just stinged them. Enemy is hit. Nice shot. Enemy armor is damaged. They're hit. Enemy is hit. Penetration. Enemy is hit. Nice shot. Penetration. We've hit them hard. Nice shot. Punch straight through their armor. We got 'em.
Well, that's not strictly true. I've just been thinking. I have done Oasis Palms. I just haven't refined it yet. I mean, we can see the flyover if we really want to. I just haven't finished it. we'll have a look after this. Why not? It's not perfect because I haven't refined it, as I said. It's because normally when I am put all the bits and bobs on and trimmed it down and made it look a little bit more presentable. So it'd be a bit rough and ready, Oasis Palms, but we can have a look at it anyway. Even though it's rough and ready, I just didn't have time. They were taking a lot longer to, you know, tidy up than I expected, if the truth be known. And of course, I don't know what maps they're going to have, so it's pretty difficult for me to sort of anticipate what they're going to go out in. So, but we'll do a flyover. As I said, it'll be rough and ready, so we can still do one. We can still have a look at it. If this is a valiant last stand, it will be valiant indeed. He's only got 12 hit points and he's got to take on 2 tanks. It will be a valiant last stand. Yes, it will. I do need coins. Of course I need coins. Oops. I need lots of things. I need lots of things on Asia, my friend. This will be a valiant last stand if he can get this to Ben. Oh, what a bounce! I can't believe he bounced him. Just hit him with HE! HE him! That's what you got to do. He's on 12 HP. Use your HE. Gets him in the end. Well done, Specky. I thought you might have going to win that. Great mastery though, 6.5k damage. Oof, what more do you want? Right, what I'm going to do, we'll do a rough and ready flyover of Oasis. It is going to be rough and ready. I haven't managed to sort this one out yet, so you have to bear with me, guys. It's not going to be the best. As I said, it's a little bit rough. Can't even find it. Look. That's annoying. Let me find it first. So I haven't rendered it yet, so it's going to be rough and ready, but it's still Oasis Palms. This is Oasis Palms, the other desert map. So what are we expecting to see here? Well, if this was a pub game, you'd see everybody going out and having a big brawl around this area. Doesn't happen like that in tournaments. What you generally find is that they'll send a medium or even a light up here just to get the spots. It's not uncommon, but it's not the norm to have a pure C strat where all your tanks go over here. But as I said, it's not uncommon. Generally, they send a medium and a light here, get those spots and possibly rotate out. If they don't spot anything, they may then try to cap it. Recently, it's not uncommon to see a super heavy like an E100 or a mouse, sticking them in here around this area, keeping a good high on the B cap and able to get potentially shots onto anything that tries to cross. If they don't want to be that aggressive, they may stick it here. That way they can still get resets onto the A cap. Therefore, they send their heavy haul down tanks, KVs, Kranwagens in E5s over to this area, putting pressure onto this A cap, and if they can, well, they'll wait, they'll bleed out the other team and then push when necessary. From the other side, well, pretty similar stuff, all down here with your E5s and your Kranwagens putting pressure on, with IS4s sometimes in reserve around this area. They also can put a super heavy like a mouse in this far advanced position to put pressure on B, but it's not uncommon to see them sending a super heavy around this area. That way they've got a look on B and onto A. If a clan is feeling particularly aggressive, then they may send their heavies down this road here from this spawn and push up onto this ridge here. But they have to do that. They have to secure the desert area behind them. From the other spawn, well, again, it's not uncommon if they're being aggressive to push down here, stick a tank on this ridge, and if they want to be ultra aggressive and they know there's nothing in the desert, they may even push round to these two areas here, try and get up behind them. 9 times out of 10, the brawl area is between the A and the B cap, with a lot of attention on the B cap. So, again, multiple strats these guys utilize. We won't know truly until we see exactly what meta they've selected and the initial positioning. Either way, it's going to be a great game. So that's Oasis Palms, and like I said, I haven't rendered that one yet. I just didn't have time. The other one is Middleburg, so we'll have a quick flyover of that one. I did render that one. This is Middleburg, a great little map. What are we expected to see here? Wow, it depends. You're at least expected to see some form of lights and mediums pushing up here, trying to get those early spots. However, it is also not uncommon to see a full C strategy, whereby you'll get E5s, Kranwagens and IS4s parking around here, maybe even on this ridge here, and pretty much the same on the other side. The E5s and Kranwagens will come around here, or even around here, looking to get into a decent position. It's not uncommon to see a fast cap down if you start on this spawn into that B cap, and likewise from the other cap. The key of Middleburg is knowing your positioning. You get a lot of action around the C cap for obvious reasons, because it's much easier around here to control the map than it is in the city. In the city, there are multiple routes that you can move into, and it can get a little bit convoluted. This is why you generally don't see them doing a city strat. However, it's not uncommon, and from this spawn, you'll get them to go through that cap there and then push all the way through with the majority of their tanks, heavy wise, all the way through. All they then need to do is sit and defend, which ain't as easy as it sounds on this map. Same for the other side. If they do fast cap, you will see them fast capping there and then pulling out and generally parking themselves down here for the time being, just in case anything comes round. Same goes for the other side. You may see them fast capping, then pulling out and hunkering down around here. However, I'm not going to lie, majority of the action does take place up high, but that's not to say it won't take place down here. We don't know until we see their strats. And we'll know if they're going for the city if we see a super heavy such as an E100 or a mouse. Either way, Middleburg normally is a very fast-paced and brawly game, so we're in for a good time. So that is Middleburg. So we've seen all the map flyovers. Let's have a look at the chart, see if we got any upsets or not. We should have all the results in, I would have thought. No, we haven't got all the results in. So DTG are through. They will be playing against ID. So ID are trying to get into that top 8. They may be able to. I mean, the ID are on 22,000. DTG, well, they're not. The one we've got to look out for, as I said, is ECG. And I think they've had an upset. So ID are looking to try and get in there. ENT, Halas, losing to Cam, but they're third, so ENT don't really matter. They're not dropping out of the top 8 anytime soon. Moving down, well, ECG, how did they do? They lost to GV, so they will not progress any further today, and they will not go through to tomorrow. Now, if ID, who are only a fair few cups behind them, ID are on 22,903. ECG are on 24,200. So they're only 1,300 behind. If ID can go on, win today's final, and win all their games tomorrow, the chances are they could be in the top 8 at the expense of ECG, because ECG will not be going through to tomorrow. So that's on the wire, that one. E7, well, we know they're through. We're following them, and they are going out on Oasis Palms with GV in about 10 minutes. So that's it. That's what happened to Cats. Cats lost to Feast. I think Cats are pretty safe. They're on 25,262 cups. I don't think anybody's going to be able to catch them. So I think Cats are going to be okay. Let's have a look at what other replays we have. Oh, we have Ophrony here in an E5. Nice.
Let's get this show on the road.
Ironically, I'm just looking at the chat there, even if Wargaming made better tutorials, chances are people won't watch them anyway. People wouldn't learn from them, to be honest with you. And don't forget, I mean, there are plenty of YouTube channels out there that cover Blitz. There's plenty of videos telling you how to play tanks, and how to play this, and how to play that. I admit there isn't many videos telling you how to play the maps. Well, there are some, but there aren't that many. It's because there are so many different ways to play the maps, to be honest with you. It's too in-depth, and a lot of it requires a little bit of hands-on, you know. And what's the point of it? Look at it from a logical viewpoint, okay? I'm seeing players with hardly any battles under their belt in tier 10 tanks. You really think these guys are going to watch a tutorial? They're not going to. They're not. It doesn't really matter. You know, you could do the best tutorials in the world, literally hold their hand, but it doesn't really matter because they just want the big guns, and they think that, you know, I've played a couple of games down in the low tiers, did a bit okay, blah blah blah, killed the bots as you do. So I'm ready for a big derpy gun now and going up against the big boys. And it doesn't work that way, unfortunately. And no tutorial in the world, in no tutorial sort of schedule in the world is going to change that, to be honest with you. It's not going to help because people are just not taking the time to learn the game. I don't think it's worth grinding for the IS-2 unless you're a collector. I don't know, the IS-2 isn't a bad tank, to be honest with you. It's not a bad tank at all. It's quite nice. I like it. It's better than the IS-2 Tech Tree in the Chinese line, believe me. I mean, that tank is just terrible. Don't forget, the IS-2 effectively is a free tank. You know, get it, and as Oops says, get it, flog it, get some cash back for it, why not? Sounds like a good plan to me. Sounds like a spanking plan to me. Oh, do you, Martin? I didn't know that, Martin, that you got crates. Well, you're not buying the emblem. Don't buy the emblems. Crikey, never do that. That's just daft. Buying them is just crazy talk. It really is. Ophrony only gave me a 3rd class. Why? Seems a bit harsh to me. Anyway, we've got... What, how many minutes? Oh, I don't know. Quite a few, really. No, we haven't now. We'll get the invite shortly. Come on, let's find out all the scores on the doors now. They should all be there. All of them should be there. So we have DTG, ID, PM, PGMT, and CAM1 all into the semi-finals. ENT faltering. Moving down to Group 2, Feast, GV, HLV, E7. Yeah, they're the expected ones. The faltering ones there, the big losers, ECG and Cats and RN. However, I mean, Cats and RN are pretty secure. ECG, as I said, they're the ones who are in the danger zone. it's not all doom and gloom for them. I mean, ID have still got to do a lot of hard work, to be honest with you. So it's not doom and gloom. We should be getting that invite through pretty shortly. In other news, I'm like not far away from 6,000 subscribers, which is pretty cool, I think. I just need another, what, 84? Yeah. 84 subscribers and then I hit 6k. And as soon as I hit 6k, I'm going to do a gold giveaway. I don't know, I might do a gold giveaway or a tank giveaway or a giveaway of any description. I'll do a giveaway, yeah. I will be doing a giveaway when I hit 6k. Oh yeah. Just don't know what to give away yet. No doubt something will be given away. We shall see. Oh, we'll jump in the room in a moment. Yeah, if you I've got no season coins. I've got 10. I've got 10. Oh, dearie me. It's what happens when you're free to play. Anyway, let's jump in. So here we are on Oasis Palms, GV on the south spawn, E7 on the north spawn. It looks like I need to, yeah, I want to get rid of that. It looks like I need to put the ugly mug back on the screen. Hello, I'm back. So, we have GV ready, Capricorn, E5, Mixed Nub in an IS4, Nomads in a Vickers, Yoga and Govinda in a T22, Liski in an IS4, Nubich in a Mouse, and Tokyo in a Kranwagen. Moving over to E7, well, Nat backwards is yet to pick a tank. 7 Ruler in an E5, Benedict. Didn't change his name, it's Benedict Cumberbatch. See, Benedict Cucumberbatch. I lied, it's Cucumberbatch. There you go. In a Kranwagen, Maddox Km in an E5, X Gamma in a Vickers, Yuri Tart in an E5, and Pink Puffins in a Kran. Nat backwards has now jumped into a T22. Didn't think he was going out in a grill, not on this map, but you never know. So there we have it. The teams are ready. I'm ready. You're ready. Even the birds outside whistling away at me are ready. However, we've still got 2 minutes to go. This is the worst part. The opening game, just 5-minute rundown is just like, come on, hurry up. And then the other games are like just 2 minutes. So... well, you'd be surprised game modes of Blitz. I know a lot of Unicums, a lot of pro players who have to sell tanks to get tanks. They haven't got everything. Trust me. Trust me. You know, you generally find that some of them they will get, like, I don't know, when the new tech tree line comes out, the American tech tree line, they'll get the tier 7, tier 8, and then sell those to get the tier 9, tier 10. Yeah, because they're not interested in the low tiers, not really. Anyway, I'm going to stroke my beard, yes. Ooh. How to send a replay, can send it to me on Discord, if you've got Discord, or an email, which is fugitsblitz@gmail.com. Anyway, we're ready now. We're counting down, less than half a minute to go. As we go into the semi-final, neither team, realistically, anything to prove. They're both pretty secure in the top 8. So, I mean, they'll still play, don't get me wrong, they'll still sort of give it the best, but you're not going to see any amazing strats. They're going to now save those. Now they're in the top 8, they're just going to save their big game plays for the next round, which is the championship tournament. So, you're not going to be seeing anything special from these type of clans who are already secured in the top 8. They'll take this more like a training exercise than anything else. Which I don't blame them, to be fair. Anyway, the hit points, wow, pretty much the same. GV get a slight advantage of like 300 points, but it's nothing really. Anyway, let's get a pie into the back. See where they're likely to go. Well, we've got Yoga and Govinda sort of heading into the desert, but everybody else is heading for the A and the B cap for GV. Moving over to have a look at E7. Wow. X Gamma and the Vickers, and along with Nat backwards in the T22, trying to get those spots in that desert area. They're not going to find anything because nobody's there. They've got the E5s rolling in behind them, the Cran Wagons just overlooking the town. They will find out very shortly that there's nothing around here, which will prompt X Gamma to drop into that C cap. Nubic may be tempted to rush into that B cap, but then again he may not. C cap will be taken by E7, but they're already bound the back foot when it comes to caps. The A cap got taken a lot quicker than they took the C cap. As you can see, they still haven't taken the C cap. So there's 50 points adrift between the two of them. That backwards, well, he's trying to push around on that flank, trying to get those spots, trying to see where to pan, where to push if they can. Moving over, you see my ping is going up, everything is going up. Chris Caberia, hello. We got Maddox just rolling forward slowly in the desert. We have Pink Puffins in the Crown Wagon, Benedict Cucumber Batch just holding back there. Nubic is, well, he's worried, so he's just hanging around as well in his moose. Looks like they're going to probably stack up back through their spawn. Probably going to push two ways. Well, you know, X Gamma here is quite far forward now in the Vickers. He's been spotted, and he spots Tokyo and Capricorn. So at the moment, all we've got is GV controlling the map. They don't need to push anywhere. They've got the points. E7 are playing catch up. So E7 have just got to stack their tanks on one side or the other. And you may find they'll go straight to the B cap and at the same time push down here with Benedict Cucumber Batch and Maddox. That's what I'm anticipating. I mean, 7 Ruler is going over to the far side though in the E5. He's going up to try and put some shots into that mouse. He didn't know the mouse was there, he does know. Oh, somebody just hit him with an HE. That's not going to really worry him too much. Like I said, they're not going to give too much away at this late stage. Cucumber Batch has had a bit of a blooded nose, but it's nothing to write home about. Now we're just waiting to see what E7 do. Are they going to push? And if so, where? It looks like they're trying to stack up, as I said, on their spawn side. I thought they may have sent something up the middle, but they haven't. They're going to probably send X Gamma 7 Ruler is probably going to push in towards Nubic, with X Gamma rotating around towards Tokyo. I mean, GV can just sit here until they're blue in the face, to be fair. Well, here come E7. They are pushing through their spawn onto Nomads. But Nomad's really getting smacked around, to be fair. He's got to get out of there, and he does. Fortunately, my ping, my loss, my FPS is all going through the roof here, thanks to you, Asia server. Really appreciate it. Capricorn getting a smacking. Nomads is down to like next to nothing. I mean 18 hit points next to nothing. This is not a bad push here from E7. As I said, they push from two sides. Nomads can't do anything. 7 Ruler, well, he's being targeted here by Yogai and Govinda. Nomad, oh, but Capricorn is the first one down. Down he goes. Now they're going to look at pushing onto Liski. Oh, they're trying to get mixed up, and they do. They get a good shot into mixed up. Nubic taking the base though, so E7 have got to do something to bring it all back now. Nomads did go down. What a year, it was only on 18 hit points. Down, however, goes Benedict Cucumber Batch. 7 Rulers also gone down. So, GV have got the advantage again on the points. But they are losing on the hit points at the moment. However, they're giving Nat Backwards a really hard time here. It all depends who goes down first next. Is it going to be Yokoing Govinda or is it going to be Nat Backwards? Oh, they're both one-shots and it's going to be Nat Backwards. That puts GV... Oh, no, it doesn't. They're back to almost square. And now E7 have got the advantage. Nubic and Mixed Nub along with Tokyo are the last guy standing. Nubic needs to take down Yori Tart, but Pink Puffins, I think, is going to be able to take out Mixed Nub here. Yori Tart, oh, there we go. Down he goes. So it's all over. E7 win it. Boo! What can I say? So, good stuff from E7. Nice little push through there. Taking sort of GV. I mean, E7's... focus file was just slightly better. What can I say? Next, we're swapping those spawn points here on Oasis Palms. GV now on the north spawn, E7 on the south spawn. E7, well, we have Nat Backwards in the T22, 7 Ruler in an E5. Benedict Cucumber Batch in a Crown Wagon. Mariix Cum in an E5. X Gamma in a Vickers, Yori Tart in an E5, and Pink Puffins in a Crown Wagon. Moving over to GV. Capricorn yet to ready up, potentially in an E5. Mixed Nub in the IS4, Nomads in the Vickers, Yokoing Govinda in the T22, Liski in the IS4, Nubic in the Mouse, and Tokyo in the Crown Wagon. And Capricorn drops into an IS4. Why use the Eagle view? Quite easy. Because you need to get around the entire battlefield. You can't do that with the tank view. That's why. You would be missing out on a lot of the action. Simple as. And then you'd be disgusted because you wouldn't be seeing what the strats actually were. That's why we use the Eagle view, so you can see where they're pushing, how they're lining their tanks up, who's defending where, etc, etc. That's the whole reason we do it. It'd be even better if the servers were playing nicely with good ping and everything else, but they're not. Not at the moment. Less than 8 seconds to go. E7 already got 1 foot into today's final. Doesn't really matter. Neither of these are in danger of falling out of the top 8, as I've said. Well, hit points again, not really much in it. Okay, it's 600 points, but it's nothing. Not at this level of the game, not with these guys. It's when it starts getting to 1500 that it becomes different. Anyway, let's get up high into the back and see where they're going to be going. Well, GV, well, they're pretty much doing the same strat they did last time, but in reverse. What about E7? Well, looks like they're doing pretty much the same strat, but in reverse. X Gamma this time jumping straight into that D cap. Now backwards going out wide. Maddox is going to join him in the C cap. They're going to take the cap first, which means that GV will be on a lot more pressure. Unless, of course, Capricorn does this very, very bold as brass move and jump into the B cap, which he does. That's a stunning move, actually. Anticipating that virtually everybody in E7 was out in the desert somewhere, he's jumped into that B cap. Now, are they going to try and reset him? Well, it's too late. He's taken it. He could be a little bit stuck now, though. 7 Ruler is going to press onto him a little bit, use his hull down capability and that little bit of gun depression. But, no, he's had second thoughts. So, Cap's initial advantage goes to E7, but now GV are going to start taking the caps more. Mixed Nub is trying to come round to give it a little bit of pressure as well. Liski and Pink Puffins are trading. But that one came in all the way from the side. You see that? That came in from X Gamma all the way over there. That was a great little shot there. Oof. So you can see here what E7 are doing. X Gamma and Nat Backwards are going to try and get around that flank. Nubic has popped out to try and give 7 Ruler a hard time. Capricorn here is also trying to give Benedict Cucumber Batch a hard time. Oof. Liski, down he goes. Oh, that's a big blow. So already they've lost a tank. However, they've still got the advantage on the points, but they now have a gun less, which means they've got less. Oh, Yuri Tart really getting smacked by Capricorn there. Because Capricorn is the danger zone here. You've 7 rulers coming in to try and give him a hard time. Putting good shots into his rear. He needs Benedict Cucumberbatch to help out as well, along with Pink Puffins, and they do. Looking now at Yuri Tart coming round. So it's all happening around Capricorn, bless him. Poor Capricorn's going to go. He's not going to last this battle. Down he goes. Now what they're going to focus, is it going to be the mouse of Nubich, or is it going to be mixed up? Yogai and Govinda and Tokyo dropping down. 7 ruler, down he goes. Courtesy of Tokyo, because Tokyo is well forward there. He's trying to put pressure onto X-Gamma and nap backwards. However, back up there, Benedict Cucumberbatch is going to go. Down he goes. What about Maddox come? Is Maddox going to be able to take a lot of shots into Mixed Nub here? Yes, he is, but Nomads is coming around to put some pressure onto Maddox. Maddox could be going down here, courtesy of Mixed Nub and Nomads. Yes, he does. Down he goes. Tokyo now is being focused. So 3 tanks down. Benedict Cucumberbatch, 7 ruler, and Maddox down for E7. Tokyo surviving that from X-Gamma. Liski and Capricorn, the only 2 tanks down. Look at the points. GV are almost there. They've got to get rid of those low hit point tanks, and X-Gamma is trying to get Nomads down. Oh, he didn't want that, and down he goes, and there we go. GV get it. There you go, into a decider on Middleburg. Good stuff from GV. E7 just taking it a little bit more casually, I think, that game. And GV a little bit more focused. So, going into Middleburg, this time we'll have GV on the north spawn, E7 on the south. Da 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 da. So, whoever wins this goes to the final today. Whoever loses goes to the 3rd place playoff. Simple as that, really. So, E7, the first already up. Nat backwards in the T22. 7 ruler in the E5. Benedict Cucumberbatch in a Kranwagen. Maddox in an E5. X-Gamma in a T22. Nuggies in Fries in an E5. 7 ruler changing to a Kranwagen. Pink Puffins in an E5. Potentially. Moving over to GV, well, we have Capricorn, potentially in a Kranwagen. Mixed Nub in the IS4, Nomads in the Vickers. Yogai Govinda in an E5, Liski in an E5, Nubich, undecided, now decided to Kranwagen. Capricorn jumping into an IS4, Tokyo in an Object 260, go Tokyo. Waiting on Mixed Nub, oh, he's an IS4 as well. And Pink Puffins jumped into an E5. So that's the lineup, that's what we've got. Well, excess, it's Eid where I am, so we've been on holiday since Tuesday. Very long weekend. So it's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, then the weekend, Friday, Saturday. So we have 5 days off. Woohoo! Less than 10 seconds to go. You say that, Kraken got map control? They kind of lost map control. Anyway, that was them. This is now. This is Middleburg. Let's see what we will see. Hit points are in favour of GV, but only slightly. It's only 500. Nothing really. Are they all going to go up? Well, Tokyo in the 260 isn't. He's going to head for the A cap. Nomads, well, he's trying to get those early spots. Moving around the map. As we do, nap backwards, straight into their C cap, piling the pressure on. Looks like the cap points will go to E7, only just. No, it's even Stevens. They both cap at the same time, so no distinct advantage. Now, nap backwards had to pull out a little bit there because here come the rest of GV. Well, Liski and Yogai Govinda in that spot that we saw on the overfly. So E7 defending in depth now. It's more interesting to see the 260 is coming back up of Tokyo. Now Capricorn and Mixed Nub are going to jump into the cap, as they do. So they're taking the C cap. So GV are going to be able to put a lot of pressure on to E7 here. Nat backwards is heading down towards the B cap, trying to relieve some of that tension. But it's going to be a little too late, because look at the points now. They're just racking up here for GV. So E7, well, they're going to have to push. And are they going to? They're stacking their tanks up. Just waiting for Benedict Cucumberbatch to join them. But GV aren't going to wait. GV are going to push them instead. Here comes Capricorn. Here comes Liski. Here comes Mixed Nub. They're all pushing down on towards Maddox. Come here. Maddox getting a bit wrecked there. He's handling it. He's dropped his reactive armor. Oh, Maddox is getting absolutely wrecked. Down he goes. He's out for the count. Now GV, as I said, they weren't waiting for E7 to stack themselves up and get ready to push. They took the advantage. They've pushed forward and it's worked for them. Now they have map control. They do have control of this game, GV. Nubic, Tokyo, Yoga Vinda coming around to try and put some shots into Pink Puffins here. Pink Puffins is the focus of attention. Yoga Vinda in the E5 puts another roll in. So what are E7 going to do about this onslaught? Well, they're trying to counter push through the middle, but we've got 2 here against 5. Nomads as well is also, Pink Puffins is going to go. He's not going to last. Down he goes. So 2 tanks down. They have lost Mixed Nub. Liski is the focus of attention. If they can get Liski out, and they do, now they can push around onto Capricorn, but the points are seriously in favour. Down goes Benedict Cucumberbatch. So 3 now down for E7. GV could be looking at turning this one over. Nuggies in fries, 7 ruler coming through. X Gamma, but Nubic getting behind them. Nat backwards in Tokyo are toying over there. Yogai Govinda could go down here. X Gamma looking to finish him off. X Gamma gets tracked. They do finish off. So it's tussling. They're trying to drag those points away from GV, but Tokyo and Nat backwards here really tussling. What's going on with Capricorn? Capricorn could go down. 7 ruler needs to get a good shot into his rear. Down he goes. But at the same time, so does Nuggies in fries. GV are on the cusp of winning. It's 3 against 3. GV have all the advantages. They have the guns and they've got it on points. Woof! So there you go. GV taking it away from E7. Really well played by GV. They weren't going to wait for E7 to get ready to push. So they pushed onto them and boy, did it work. So it would be GV going into today's final, E7 going into the 3rd place playoff. Oof. Let's see who we got, what maps we got. Do we know any more results? Well, we have Cam 1 into the final, into Group 1. Who are they facing? They're facing ID. This is good stuff for ID. ID is on there. ID is really getting up there. They are trying to crawl their way back into that top 8, and they could do it at the expense of ECG. That means PGMT and DTG are playing for 3rd place. Moving now, wow, HLV will go out against GV, feast against E7. So they are due to kick off in about just over 10 minutes on Naval Frontier and Halas. So let's have a look. Do I have a Naval Frontier and Halas? Yes, I do. So let's see what they look like. This is Naval Frontier. Great, to be honest. What do we see in... Well, if it's a pub game, everybody either goes up there or around there. Not necessarily so in tournaments. It's not uncommon to see them sticking a tank here in this bush straight away, straight off the bat. That way they can get the spots of anybody trying to go around to the A cap and anything that's over there in the opposite bush, because the opposite bush is equally the same for spotting. And again, you see anything going down towards the A cap and anything in the other bush. From the other spawn, well, it's not uncommon to see them sending a tank up high, maybe a Kranwagen, into this area here with an IS-4 move onto the C cap. The reason being, well, you can put your tank nicely into the C cap here and keep your bottom plate covered. The only danger being reset from the top there, hence the reason why you have a Kranwagen. From the other side, pretty much the same. They stick a tank up top and they can bring a tank in, try and cap it. But they've got to be careful of the resets there. If a clan is feeling particularly aggressive, they may send their heavies, Crown Dragons in E5, sorry, with their boosts, drop one into the B cap, push the rest through and try and get up onto this ramp to put those cross shots in. Same from the other side, drop one into the B cap, push up onto this ramp and try and get those cross shots in. Or in the alternative, if they know that they're going to the A cap, try and push round. Clans do like to go for the A cap. If they do, they send their E5 straight down, get in there straight away and try and put some pressure on the other side. If, however, they don't go for the A cap, you may see them take a 50B or something. Keep them in reserve around here just in case the other team comes round from the other side. From the other spawn, well, it's pretty much the same. If they're going to go for that A cap, they'll rush it down there, push through and try and get into that A cap, or they'll go to that C cap. The brawl area here is normally between C and B, oddly enough. That's where it goes majority of the times, but it's not uncommon to see them brawling around A either. However, it all depends on what strats they are using, because they have numerous strats for these maps. So until they stick their meta and we get to see their initial positioning, we won't really know. Either way, Naval Frontier is always able to give us an entertaining and nail-biting game. So that's what Naval Frontier is giving us. What about Halas? Well, let's have an overview of that one as well, because you never know, we may get there. So now we get to look at Halas, one of the newer maps. And what can we expect to see here? Well, again, multiple strats. It's not uncommon to see them sending a light zone over here to this C cap, keeping low and dropping straight in. But again, it's also not uncommon to see them sending majority of their tanks over here, using the undulations again of the terrain to get forward and to stay protective. If that's the case, then they'll carry on pushing through and try and get around the back of the other tanks. Going back to the spawn point, what some clans like to do is be pretty aggressive, send their heavies down this route, fast cap here on A, and then carry on pushing down into these ramps here to put pressure on that other cap. Sorry, that's the B cap. Trying to put the pressure on the other cap, and they do it from the other side as well, because there's a nice little dip here also. I have seen some clans, it's not very common though, to send some heavies down this road here and push up around, send some pushing there to put pressure on, and others trying to take decent positions here to put pressure on the other side. From the other spawn, well, pretty much the same. You see clans sending some tanks, not all of their tanks heavy-wise. They will keep some heavies in reserve, like the E5s and the Crown Dragons just back here. They will send their E4s and even a mouse into this area, cap out, and then push down through these two ramps and try and get to the other side, staying hull down and putting pressure on the other team. Some clans do like, as I said, flank round, and even from this cap, it's not uncommon to take the C cap and see their heavies moving around to try and get positions in behind. 9 times out of 10, the brawl area on this map, and it all comes down to it, is between the two caps of A and B. But again, you just never know. I've actually seen brawls taking place in the middle of the map as well. The only time will tell with their meta selection and how they start positioning from the off. Great map, Halas, tricky for all the clans, so it's interesting to see how they play this one. So that's Halas. We're not due to kick off for another, well, just over 10 minutes, so I think we've got time for one more replay. This is Yusuf going out in a Vickers. Let's have a look at this.
Let's get this show on the road. Enemy is hit. Our track is hit. It could break any minute. We got him. Enemy vehicle knocked out. They're hit. Nice shot. Punched right through their armor. We nailed them bad. Penetration. Enemy destroyed. We hit them hard.
Okay, well, we have 4 minutes to go, and hopefully this game will finish before we have to jump in. There's only 2 tanks left, and if I remember rightly, the last tank is AFK. So there you go. It all depends on what happens with this Sheridan. Ba ba ba. Because we have to jump into the room, to be fair. Boo, 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 boo. Yeah, I'm going to have to finish this replay. We've only got 3 minutes left, and it's going to take too long. To be perfectly honest and frank with you. Well, the last tank, as I said, is AFK, so you're not missing much, trust me. Great game, 5.9k damage, greatly done there, but the last tank was AFK, and just to prove it, the tortoise was AFK. So, let's jump into the room, because it should be there, and it is. And we'll jump in, and we will, and we'll press that, and we do. So, we're on Naval Frontier, GV on the north spawn, HLV on the south spawn. GV, well, we have Capricorn in the IS-4, Mixed Nub in the IS-4, Nomad in a Vickers. Hello, I'm back. Yergai Govinda in the E5, Liski in the IS-4, Nubic in the Crown Wagon, Tokyo in the Crown Wagon, and Fujit Get Good. That's me as a spectator. No, they've kicked me out and they put Nomads back in the Vickers. There you go. We go to HLV. So far we have Safety Zone in the T22, 7710 in a Crown Wagon potentially, Boa Sorte in a Crown Wagon, Enjoy Solo Queue, funnily enough in a Mouse because that's what he's normally in, From Abyss in an AMX 50B, Koyu in a Crown Wagon, Rush in an IS4. I just noticed that 7710 has actually gone out in an AMX 50B, so he's doubling up with the 50B there with From Abyss. Excuse me as I just sort my chair and seating arrangement out. As you do. I just need to have some coffee. Well, this is the penultimate. This is the last game today on previous game number 6 group stage. As I said, I mean, these two again, they're not really in contention of losing out. Well, they've gone for a triple 50B strat now, HLV, and why not? Nothing to lose with any of them, to be honest with you. They're both pretty secure in that top 8. They're both through to tomorrow, so chances of them dropping out are, well, really slim. So let's see what they're going to do. In less than 10 seconds, we go out. So here we go. Hit point wise goes to GV, but there's next to nothing in it. Less than 100 in fact. So let's get up there and see where they're going to go. So GV already heading out towards the A cap area with the overview on the C and B cap by looks of it. Nomads in, the Vickers getting over there trying to get those spots. Safety zone is going up high for HLV, overlooking the C cap with the rest of the team. Well, they're overlooking B and pushing out towards A. 50Bs, well, they tried to smack Abyss there, but it didn't work. Actually, they're looking for a B strat as well. Capricorn looking to jump in, along with Yogai and Govinda. But no, they're doing the aggressive strat that I pointed out. Going to push through the middle and get up that ramp. Showed you that in the flyover, so it's always nice when something happens that I know. And here they come the rest of the IS4s in E5 in the Crown Wagon. Abyss and 7710, well, they're trying to get some smacks in. They do get some into Nubic. You can see, however, let's go around the map because Boa Sorte and Rush are giving Liski a hard time. Boa Sorte in the Crown Wagon, Rush also in the Crown Wagon. Liski in an IS4, he does have Nubic there to help him out. And Rush is really being pummeled. Boa Sorte trying to get as much as he can into Liski before Nubic comes around the corner. Down goes Rush. I'm going to leave that because back over here, 7710 is a one-shot mixed nub. Should be able to take him down. Yes, he does. However, 7710's down. Rush is down. GV are playing this one nicely. FPS and ping and everything is going through the roof as per usual. Koyu here giving a hard time to Capricorn, but he's out now and on his long reload. Capricorn is able to probably finish him off here. He will ready up quicker than he will. Enjoy Solo Q in the mouse, just blocking Mixed Nub. Tokyo has gone down. Liski is a one-shot. Capricorn was a one-shot. Now he's a no-shot. He's doomed and gloomed. Yoga and Govinda, well, Safety Zone should be able to finish him off quite easily here. From Abyss will go down as well. There he goes. Nomads is chasing down From Abyss. Chases him down and gets him out of the game. Mixed Nub, well, he's toying with Enjoy Solo Q. Boa Sorte, Boa Sorte goes down before I can get there. So does Koyu. So it's Enjoy Solo Q in Safety Zone. There's the last two standing. Safety Zone looking to put shots into Nomads. He would like some assistance from Enjoy Solo Q, but he doesn't get it. Enjoy Solo Q is too busy with Mixed Nub. Safety Zone will go down here. He bounces Nomads. He goes down, leaving Enjoy Solo Q as the last man standing. Let's get in there with Mixed Nub. There you go. Ba-ba-ba. GV, take it. Unless something really weird was to happen now, GV can't lose. It's simple as. There you go. HLV losing the first game to GV. Not that it matters. I keep telling you that. Doesn't really matter. Both of them are secure in the top 8. Both of them are into tomorrow. So, all good fun for them. And they're not going to give any strats away. Simple. Right, so we're going to swap those spawn points. This time we're going to have GV on the south spawn, HLV on the north spawn. Let's just wait for them to ready up. Looks like GV are going for the IS-4 strat. HLV, well, they're not going to change their meta, I don't think. So, looking at GV, we have Capricorn, IS-4, mixed up, IS-4, Nomads, Vickers, Yogai Govinda, undecided, Liski, IS-4, Nubic, Kran, Tokyo, Kran, Yogai Govinda, T22. Moving over, yeah, Safety Zone, T22, 7710, AMX50B, Boa Sorte, Kranwagen, and Joy Solo Q, oddly enough, still in a mouse. From Abyss, 50B, Koyu, Kranwagen, and Rush in a Kranwagen. So, both are through to tomorrow. Winner will take all the cups for today. Let's see, what will we see? Who's going to get those cups? Either way, like I keep telling you all, it doesn't really matter. To be fair, they're both pretty secure. I mean, HLV are at top of the table on 31,000 cups. And GV, at the moment, they're on 28,000, but they're going to get more because they're into today's final. I'd love to say how many they're going to get, but they never fixed the bug, so I don't know. But it was probably about 4,000, so they're pretty safe. They are pretty safe. Hello, Vietnam. How are you doing? Ninh Nguyen Ho, how are you? I like Vietnam. I've been to Vietnam a few times. I do like it. I particularly like How Long Bay, beautiful place. And Hoi An, another beautiful place. So, hit points, wow, in favour of HLV, but only about 400, so it doesn't really matter. Let's get up high and see, maybe for the last time, maybe for the penultimate time. We don't know, we'll find out. Well, GV, well, they're all staying together apart from Yoga and Govinda. Nomads rushing down, and this time GV are rushing down the other side. They're still going to be aggressive, I think. HLV, well, Safety Zone went up. The MX-50Bs are just holding back along with Enjoy Solo Q in that mouse, with the Crown Dragons moving their way towards A. So it looks like Capricorn's coming around the corner. He's going to be joined by Nubic, Mixed Noob, and Tokyo, all in Crown Wagons, apart from Nubic, who's actually not. He's a nice 4. Capricorn, good shot into Safety Zone. Capricorn's continuing his push round, trying to get round the back, trying to put shots into Abyss, but he doesn't be able to, so he's going to have to... Oh, he misses that one. Enjoy Solo Q now, probably having to retreat, and he does. And, oh, that's a good shot into Tokyo. And another good shot into Tokyo. That's coming from Boa Sorte. And Tokyo gets one back. No, he doesn't. That came from Nubic. So A cap have gone to HLV. Now they're going to push around onto the B cap. Nomads and the Vickers can't really do much. You can see here, Boa Sorte is just going to really sit here and just annoy them. And he is. The rest of the team, well, they're 3 of them are on A. The 250Bs and the Clan Wagon. Rush and Safety Zone are trying to put pressure onto Nomads. He's got out of dodge though. Back over here, Capricorn is still tussling with Enjoy Solo Q there in the mouse. Enjoy Solo Q taking his sweet time to lose all his hit points. But he's a mouse, and they're going to take their sweet time to lose all their hit points. Tokyo coming in to try and help out Capricorn here. This is the only battle going down at the moment. However, GV are now pushing on to Koyu and Boa Sorte. Mixed Nub coming around the back. Koyu getting a good shot in. Oh, nice little ram damage there into Boa Sorte. But Nubic is looking worse for wear. And let's be honest, GV have been bled more than HLV. Boa Sorte escapes. So does Koyu. From Enjoy Solo Q finally goes down. It's taken a good few minutes. So Bao's doing his job, i.e. taking 2 guns out of the barrel. Mixed Nub here. Oh, that's a bounce one. Koyu. Didn't think that was meant to happen. Down goes Koyu. Sorry, down goes Mixed Nub. Yogai Govinda, well, he's going to join forces with Nomads and try and take the C cap. Down goes Koyu, finally. So 2 tanks down. Liski trying to get that shot into Boa Sorte. Yes, he does, but along with Nubic. Double tap Boa Sorte. Nubic is a one-shot, though. Rush, well, he's very healthy. The 50B of 7710 is very unhealthy. And Abyss is effectively a 2-shot. 7710 is probably a 1-shot. Rush is now a 2-shot. 7-7-10 is definitely a 1-shot. Is Liskey going to be able to finish him off? Should be able to. No, he doesn't. Oh, then he does in the end. That's Yogan Govinda coming in. Rush now. Oh, Rush manages to take Tokyo down. And, oh no, it was Abyss who took him down. So it's 3 against 3. Hit points are favouring GV, but not base points. They've got to get rid of... Oh, and they do. They get rid of Rush. Leaving safety zone. Oh, just safety zone. Abyss goes down. Safety zone as the last man standing. They've got to kill him. Yogan Govinda and Nomads has got to get around there. Got to take him down. They have no choice. Let's go with Nomads. Here he goes. Boom. Yogan Govinda will finish him off. And it's all over. So, congratulations to GV. Commiserations to HLV. Not that it matters to either of them. They're both through to tomorrow. They're both nice and secure in the top 8. GV just getting that little bit more secure. What happened in the other rounds? Well, let's go and have a look before we knock it on the head. So, we had ID against Cam. ID looking to win this because they want to get into that top 8, and they do. So, congratulations to ID. Commiserations to Cam. They were in the top 16 anyway. They weren't being able to get into the top 8 even if they win. Both are through to tomorrow. Third place we had DTG and PGMT, and it goes to PGMT again. I don't think they're going to do enough to get into the top 8. So that's what will happen there. Moving down, GV and HLV we've just seen. So it was Feast and E7. How did that go? Feast to second place. Feast turning over E7 2-0. So that's the scores on the doors. The cups won't update until about another 10-20 minutes, and I'm not going to wait around because we have another stream tomorrow, which is the final group stages here on Asia, the very last round of the Prove Your Skill. The top 8, with the exception of ECG and ID, we don't know if ID are going to be able to leapfrog ECG. There is potential that they will. Is pretty secure with HLV, Feast, ENT, RN, E7, GV, Cats at this moment. Cats, however, in ECG, by no means certain. However, I don't think Cats are going to be jumping out. If anybody, it's going to be ECG. They're 1,000 points beyond Cats and just 1,400 cups above ID. ECG are not going through to tomorrow. ID are. So that's the big thing. And with that, I've been Fujit. Thank you very much for joining. I am back later on this evening with EU, and then much later with NA. Until then, guys, enjoy the rest of your Thursday, no matter where you are and whatever you're doing, and have a good one. And until the next time, I'd like to say a big thank you for popping in to watch, and a huge thank you to the mods for making sure that the chat was nice and clean and happy and healthy for everybody, so you can concentrate more on the game. So until the next time, cheerio!